All right, so I want to welcome everybody to the meeting tonight, the Appeals Board meeting for Tuesday, January 7th. We'll call that meeting to order now. First thing we'll do is the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So the first applicant on tonight's meeting is Gail Berg. So normally what we would do is we would have the petitioner sort of tell us what they're looking to do. Then we would have the CEO, Patty, but she couldn't make it tonight, so we just sort of work through it.
Okay.
So basically, if you want to just give us an idea of what it is that you're looking to do.
So as stated in my application for 46 Sunset Cove Road, lot number 2, I'm looking to clear space of approximately 16 by 24 feet so that I can build a new shed, a Reed's Ferry shed, and have it prepped in accordance with their specifications. There was previously a shed on part of the area that I would like to clear out, and there's another existing shed that will get torn down. And this way, I'll have a shed that can hold all the watercraft, outdoor patio furniture, all that stuff. And so basically, I only have one spot where I can put it, because 10 years ago, when we had a new septic tank installed, the septic tank is between my property and the other neighbors. The other side has the water pipes in our parking, and then the leach field runs parallel to the road, and so I've lost the use of the rest of my backyard. So that's why I'm looking to clear this area adjacent to where the existing shed is.
So now I open it up to the general public, or can we start? Okay. All right. Okay. Can I get a motion to open up public comments?
So motioned.
First, second?
Second.
Okay, so all in favor? Okay, we're good. Okay, anybody from the public want to speak on this issue? Nope, okay, we're moving right along here. Okay, so I do have some questions. The pictures that were provided, the leach field, the picture of the leach field that you provided, is that across the street from your property?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's, and behind that was all part of the backyard that we lost when that berm was put in as the new leach field.
Okay, and that, and this is the shed to be replaced?
Yes, and there was another shed next to it
But that's
previously, but that's already gone.
That's gone,
So that
okay.
shed would come down, and it'd be one
Okay.
bigger shed that will hold.
What is the, I tried looking in here and I couldn't, unless I missed it, I didn't see it. What's the distance between where the shed is and the property line?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What is the space between the shed and the property line for the next lot?
There is let's see, It will be pretty close to go right up against the other lot line. There is an
Lot 2.
easement of 6 feet
Yeah.
between Lot 1 and Lot 2.
Yeah.
And it would go up, but part of that is because I need the 3 feet all around for them to build the shed. So the shed itself would be 10 feet and then 20 feet back.
This Beastie one, that too?
Do you know what the distance is from the new shed to the water?
There would be easily, at the end of where the shed would be,
Yeah.
there's another like 45 feet, I believe. And that's to the boggy area, not to the lakeside.
The one concern I'm having is the fact that it's butted against the line, property line. There's really no space in between it, and this should be, oh, go ahead, sorry.
Well, there could be some, like once they take down the existing shed, they could use some of that space. That could be 3 or 4 feet, but the berm does kind of come behind that existing shed somewhat. But I would be able to probably get maybe 3 to 5 feet of that space and then go over, so there could be some space. And as I said, from the 10 feet, there's definitely will be room between the two properties.
10 feet being where?
The 10 feet would be like, say, along the road, and then it goes 20 feet back. So I need to clear it in order for them to build it, but then if I needed to plant a bush or a tree or something, I could do that after.
All right, well, I see that on this November 26th, you were asked to provide the distances to the property lines and the pond. Were you able to do that?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
It looks like Patty had requested you to come up with the distance to the property line and to the pond for it in November.
So it would be, like 16. There would be at least 6 feet, I believe, left over between, it's the easement area between the two properties.
All right, so you don't have a definitive, like, yes, it's X, Y.
It would probably be about 10 feet between the two properties when it's done.
It was approximately 45, you said, from the water. Is that right?
Well, because when you come down the dirt road, there's a boggy area, and so my property extends into the boggy area. But from where the end of the proposed shed would be, it would be like another 45 feet before you would get to that water.
That's a pain to have to go across the street, huh?
Well, I mean, it is what it is, right? There's no other place we can do it. There's a septic tank on one side, water pipes and parking on the other.
Wow.
Once-
Isn't the minimum distance 10 feet?
From property?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We have got 42E5. So let's hop over.
We're 2E5.
Yep. Reconstruction or replacement within a shore zone. Thanks. It looks, from the little map that you have here, you have the one shed that it's going to be pretty much right adjacent to. You said hopefully you could move that over to match the footprint, or at least include that footprint of that shed.
I could do part of it, but the leach field, the berm, kind of goes partly behind that shed, which
Okay.
you may not see in the
Yeah.
photo.
Could you point it to, on this map for me, where that is? Because unfortunately it doesn't show on there either.
Is that what they're talking about, it being a wetland behind that?
So, so this shed here, the berm comes over like partly behind it here. So when I take the shed down, I can use probably about 4 feet of that, so that the Reed's shed people can use that 3 feet, and then it would just go back. So that shed got moved over to like where this proposed shed is when they did the septic tank 10 years ago, and then we got rid of that old shed, and so part of this is empty, and then it needs to go back about 24 feet, clearing it just so they have the room to build the shed, so it would be 10 feet and then 20 feet back.
So is shed 1 staying?
No, that's gonna get torn down.
That's gonna
And
get
this
torn
one
down?
is already gone.
This one is gone, it got moved over to here when they did the septic system.
And what's the reason you can't, if this is going away, why can't we move this way? Because of the leach bed?
Yeah, the berm is here.
Oh, okay.
It goes the whole parallel with the street, so, and then, like I said, we park here in the water pipes, and then on this side now is where the septic tank got installed. So, I only have one area.
And what is this back here?
This is all part of like my property, and then, but now I don't have use of this backyard because of the berm going across. It's, wide and slopes down, and, unless you're gonna,
Yeah, crawl up over it.
yeah.
Now they did the berm.
Because before, I think, in the old way, like the septic tank was over here, but then, when the town wanted to do it, the town said, okay, move the septic tank over here, and the pipe goes under, and then the berm goes all along the road here, and it's closer to the road, so it's not like I have space to put a shed in front of it or anything.
Crazy.
Did you reach out to the owners of Lot 1 to show them exactly what you're gonna do?
I texted them what I was going to do. My understanding is that notices were sent to the owners of Lot 1, but I did text them and said, hey, you should be getting something from the town. They didn't call me back or text me with any questions, so I assume they were okay with it, or they would have contacted me. Really good?
How wide was the shed? What's the dimensions of the new shed you wanted to do again?
10 feet, and then 20 feet back.
Okay, 10 by 20.
Yeah, so 10 along here, 20 feet back.
Okay. And pretty much, is that the PT? That's where that berm is? Or is it up?
I think, No, because the plan was done after this, so it's behind, it ends like behind this shed here and goes across almost to like where about that is.
All righty, cool, thank you.
You're welcome.
You okay if I close the public?
Sure.
Okay, so, I get a motion, close the public portion of the meeting.
Second.
All in
Yep.
favor? 3, okay. Do you guys have questions, concerns? Do you have a proposal you want to put?
Let's see.
My biggest concern is how close it is to the property line.
Right. Actually, I have another thought. How close is the shed 1 to the road currently?
Probably about 5 feet away, like 3 to, because there's the shed and then like a 3-foot cement thing to, like a ramp to put
Yeah.
things in, so.
Okay.
yeah, somewhere between 2 and 5 feet.
That's tight.
It's really tight. Yeah.
Doggone. I just wish we had more detail.
All that would be different, but we don't have it, so.
Yeah.
In case it's all like that.
Oh, that's a cute little shed. All right. I reckon. Yeah, yeah.
John, you all set?
Yeah, PT is utility pole. It's right over.
It's not.
No, the old shed isn't.
All right. Make a motion.
I'll let you do it.
I'm gonna make a motion that we deny the request because it's just not enough. It's not a space between the shed and the property line. Patty asked for all the dimensions. All right, I can make a motion, Roxanne? Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna make a motion. The reason I'm making this motion is I don't believe there's enough space between the property line and the new shed. So my motion's going to be that we deny this request. And
If I made it smaller, like if
Okay.
it 8 feet instead
So-
of 10?
So all we can do is base our decision on what the information we have in front.
Jill, can you please speak into the... Sure.
Oh,
Could we make it, smaller and say, okay, instead of 10 feet wide, make it 8 feet?
Okay.
Um,
So all we can do is based upon the information that we're given on your application and all that. If you want to go back and take another look and meet up with Patty and see what Patty would think, you're very welcome to do that, but we can't change the measurements during the meeting.
yeah.
So we got a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second? All in favor? 3? Okay. Thank you for coming. Okay, the next applicant is Katie Collins. Yep. What is it? James and, oh, what did I do? I'm sorry. I missed one. Is it James and Adrian? Is that correct? Adrian? Yes, okay. Okay, if you want to just start. Huh? Oh, okay. Can I get a motion to open up the public portion of the meeting?
Second.
Second, all in favor? You're all set to go.
So what we're looking to do is essentially tear down the structure that's there, not expand it in any way. We're looking to build on the existing foundation and essentially take off the hip roof that's there, put a gable end on the building with a couple of extra dormers.
Is your septic system is that you using the existing one?
Yes.
And that's designed for 2-bedroom?
3, when we had the leach field inspected, I think it was for a bedroom.
Because the paperwork says 2.
2, okay,
And you're planning on doing a 3-2.
yes.
So according to that, the septic system wouldn't be, according to this paperwork anyways, the septic system wouldn't be big enough to handle a 3-bedroom. It's a minimum, what is it, got a 1,000 gallon tank. And like I said, right here, it says 2-bedroom, 100 gallons per day per bedroom for a max of 200. And looking at your drawing, you're adding, do you have 1 bathroom now?
Yes,
All right, so you're adding a 2nd bathroom and an additional bedroom.
right. This would be just a temporary seasonal home for us, not a year-round home.
Fred.
The problem is, well, what I see is, again, we can only base our decisions on the information we have in front of us. The information in front of us right now is a one-bedroom, two-bath, converting to a two-bath, three-bedroom, with you trying to use the same septic system. Did anybody actually come out? I mean, is there something in here that, see, these are all '01 too. Is there anything current?
When we bought the property, and I did email it to Patty, I don't know if it's been turned over, but we had the leach field inspected. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but they said that the leach field was in amazing shape. He was surprised at how good it was.
Okay, but did he say it could handle the additional bathroom and additional bedroom? Did he put that in writing?
That I don't know. So if I went back to the leach field company, and they were to put that in writing, would I be able to?
Well, it would still have to be considered, but I think
Okay.
it would help because again, what we're looking at, trying to base this information is, you want another bathroom and another bedroom. And you need, the current septic is not gonna handle that. So it's, I don't know what they can do to fix it or what they would have to do.
Yeah, or in reviewing it, say yes, yeah, in its size and so forth, we believe it could handle it.
Right.
And have them, write that on their letterhead and give you that,
Yeah, and then
As a certainty.
get that into Patty.
yeah.
All right, so first of all, let's close the public hearing. Second?
Second.
All in favor? Okay. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is, because of the information we currently have in this packet, we can't approve it based upon this information. I think if you meet with Patty and ask her about this, I think it would help. I'm not guaranteeing you it's gonna be approved, but it gives us more information to look at. Because that's my big concern, is the fact that you're going from a 2-1 to a 3-2, and is that septic gonna be able to handle that?
Okay, so basically, if I'm hearing you correct, are we just tabling it until I get back in touch and then we come back again?
We can table it? Okay, do we have to vote on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so let me put a motion out there. I put a motion out that the request for James and, anyway, say it again. Eric?
Frederickson?
Arlene?
Eileen? Okay, yeah. Frederickson, and what we'll do is we'll table this, and you can get back with Patty, and then what they'll do is they'll rebook another night to have the hearing.
Can I ask one more question?
Sure.
Do you see any other objections as of right now?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I went through it pretty quick, but when I realized that the septic wasn't gonna work, I already had the feeling we were gonna have to postpone this. I certainly will have the paperwork, we'll certainly go through it again, and we'll just add that additional piece of information, but I can't sit here and tell you that you're gonna get the okay to do it.
Okay.
Proposed addition.
Am I all set?
Oh, yeah, you're set. Sorry. All right, so yeah, so if you want to do that, so we'll postpone it. Reach out to Patty here tomorrow?
Can I,
Yep.
Patty text, she asked that, can you please tell them they are just looking at location of setbacks for replacement of structure, the criteria on the application, using the criteria on the application.
What?
So the proposal that she's bringing up is just the addition. And so we're looking at just setbacks and to verify that it fits in that realm, and then we can approve that portion. The rest of it is up to Patty and other
So
folks.
we can, So we can say, yes, the setbacks are met, but they still have to come back with information on the septic, right?
That would be, again, with Patty and stuff. Yeah. so-
Right, but we're not giving approval for this to be done tonight without that information on the septic.
You would be if you just was looking at the criteria of what the setback was.
Yeah, 'cause we're not planning board or anything.
Setbacks and
A little different.
replacement. I think right now she's talking about the one that we already denied.
Oh, okay.
But on this one too, it would be,
Just setbacks.
But there isn't any because of the fact that you're building on
Oh,
the same
Same,
foundation, right?
Yes.
yeah, so if it's the same footprint,
it's set the setbacks.
The issue I'm having is that the existing one is 2-1, they're going to 3-2. That has to, I would feel better if we just talk to Patty, and I'll stop in and see her tomorrow, and then can we schedule this? Yeah. We'll do is we'll schedule it right now, and then that way you'll know when, and I'll stop in and see Patty tomorrow, and if she's saying that you can't consider that at all, then we'll take another quick look at this, we'll have you back, and then we'll go through the process.
Okay.
We're building on the same foundation, so.
Right.
yeah. So if it is based on just building on the same foundation that was currently there, and the setbacks are met, then that's all we are.
Right, but I would feel more comfortable with meeting with Patty and just making sure, because, I don't know, it's just,
I agree.
yeah. All right, so what are we gonna schedule it again for? Can we
You want to do
do,
it, try to do it next month?
yeah, I mean, can we just pick a night because they've already been here and we wouldn't be scheduling anybody else but them, right? So, what's next Tuesday?
It would be January 14th.
Does that give you enough time?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll get in contact with them tomorrow.
Okay.
And if they have to come out again, I'll meet them out there and,
And I'll talk to Patty, and like I said, we're on the 14th, we're not gonna be scheduling anybody else, just you guys, so, we'll get through it pretty quickly.
okay,
All righty?
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.
Now, will you talk to Patty if there's other issues with this so that we can address those at that same meeting?
I'm gonna go through everything again, and look, like I said, when I first started looking, I didn't see anything in it, but then when I saw the difference, that's when I started digging into it, but
Okay.
if I talk to Patty tomorrow and she says it's just based upon the information, and that septic has no say in it, and on the 14th, we'll,
Can you look at the setbacks though and decide on if that part,
but the thing is they're building on the same foundation, they're not enlarging it. So you're gonna have the same setbacks. If they stay on the same foundation, you're gonna have the same setbacks that are already in place. And it's just, what else can I see? Is there a deck you're adding to?
It would be just, so there's currently a deck that is, that's there. It would just be a second story, like overhang basically for the deck.
All right, so, actually, no.
And that, so that proposed addition's a deck, and then you're going above it.
Yes.
So this is the deck,
That,
there's a camp, this is the proposed addition, and then you have an 8x10 deck, which looking on the drawings, it looks like that's new too.
No, this is, I did not do this.
Okay.
This is already done, all of this is already done. This deck is currently there.
Okay.
We would just be going just right above that.
All right, is that being torn down and rebuilt?
Yes.
It is, okay. All right, this is first floor, this thing. Okay, can you come back up here?
Okay.
There.
Okay, so here is where we're talking about, it's gonna be the second floor deck? Over
Yeah,
the.
over
this-
the existing.
All right, so it's not anything, okay.
It's just going to cantilever out over.
Right, okay, all right. Yeah, I think let's talk to Patty and then we'll be back on the 14th and if there are anything else concerns, we'll just have Patty send something to you.
Okay.
And that will, and like I said, if you get that letter and stuff and get that to Patty, and if you want to touch base with Patty too to see if there's anything else,
Okay,
and then we'll go from there.
okay.
Alrighty?
Perfect,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much.
Katie Collins. All right, we want to open up the public hearing.
Second?
All in favor? You're good.
All right, so what we want to do is put a carport on our property. And our property is kind of long and skinny. The house is actually set sideways on the property, so the front door faces our neighbor instead of the street. And so we want to put the carport in front of the house beside the street, but we will not have 50 feet from the road, which my understanding is the rule.
How many feet?
I was of the understanding that it had to be 50 feet away, but we will be
Yep.
15 feet away from the road. Behind the house is a septic tank. To the other side of the driveway is where our well lines are, so we can't really put cars on top of that. And then the
Okay.
house is in the middle.
Actually, you want to come up to the table?
Yeah. My beautiful drawing
We
that
should
I
have,
did.
we should have these up on screen. Okay, so here's the road,
That's the driveway.
the driveway, right?
Yep.
And then this is where you're gonna be
Yes.
building it?
Yes,
So are you
so-
coming in here and then you're gonna turn in here, or are you doing a loop?
We can do either have the entrance, because it's just a square.
Yeah.
We can either have the entrance here and drive, because this is gravel right here.
Right.
Across, or we can pull in and go that way.
Because-
Does not matter to me.
Because you're enclosing it,
It is enclosed on 3 sides.
3 sides.
Yes.
And it has the door, the raised door, so.
That's
you
in
really-
that's in the back.
So,
So there's like a area park and then there's a shed area in the
so,
back.
so you're gonna come in this way and your opening's gonna be right here? And then you'll be pulling in?
No, so it would either be pull in this way straight from the street or pull into the driveway and take a right turn into it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't drive around the front because this is
All right.
grass.
So you go from here, so this entryway would be here,
Right.
and you'd have the closed off.
That's the house.
Yep.
It's just like a metal carport.
Yeah.
Not a
See, the thing
tractor.
is, the name is throwing me because I mean, I've had carports when I lived in Florida, and it was basically a roof and the poles holding it up, and that it wasn't enclosed.
Right, yeah, it just has metal sides.
Yeah. Do you guys know what's the big difference between a carport and if it was a garage that they were looking to build? or add?
I think the biggest thing is if it's a permanent structure versus portable.
This is permanent, correct?
Well, there's no foundation, so to me, that's not permanent. It's basically like they put these pegs in
Yeah.
and hold it in. So
Okay.
it could be taken down
Okay.
if it needed to be taken down,
Okay.
but not by me personally, I guess. I would need to have the people that put it up. come up with it. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, let's see.
Should I go back over there?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
You're good, sorry, yeah.
Which side of the street is the utilities on?
I don't, which side of the street is the? Yeah, so there's, the wires go across the street and over to
Okay.
ours. So it would not be on the same side of the driveway as the carport. It would, like they come across, they go diagonally.
But the utilities are on the other side of the
The other
road?
side of the street, yeah.
Okay.
And then there's just a wire that goes across.
Table.
Are these wooden studs that they're building it with and then they're using, what are they?
I think it's all metal.
What?
The structure is all metal?
It's all metal.
It's all metal?
It's all metal. I think that's 14 gauge metal.
That little shed part in the back that that door goes through. Or the whole thing could be 24 feet, and you only need, what? Yeah. So you have 8 feet in the back as storage.
Yeah. More questions for her?
Well, it says on the drawing that it's 16 feet from the property line. Is that correct? The plan?
I did it with a tape measure from the, to the best of my ability, yes.
Apologize, I'm slow at finding all the info.
John, you all set? Yeah? Well, you all set? Close the public hearing, please.
Okay.
All right, make a motion, we're gonna close the public portion of it.
Second.
All in favor? You're good, you're good.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
I was just trying to find
I'm
the,
Not on a main road, for one thing.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to find that one.
This is the setbacks. Street frontage. Setback from the street is 150 feet. Okay.
What page is that?
That's, section 9. 9-6.
Okay. That was close. 9-6. See, mine looks different.
Oh, yours is? Is that the way you have?
Yeah, that's right.
Do you have this one?
9-6 lot requirement.
Oh, right there.
Looks different.
Yep.
Pardon?
Are you ready if I put a motion on?
Yeah?
All right, so I'm gonna put a motion out, that, huh?
150.
Okay. But we can,
What's the 150 she's referring to?
sorry. Street frontage. I'm still gonna make my motion because until I fully understand what CBC stand for.
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna make a motion that the applicant is accepted and that we approve having the carport built. Is that how I say it?
So on the second page of the application,
Yeah.
down towards the bottom, it says for properties that within the entire shoreline. So it will be,
They're not in the shoreland.
right. So,
So we'd have to do the,
you have to vote on each criteria.
yeah.
Variances due to the unique circumstances of the property and not to the general condition of the neighborhood. So what, are we saying yea and nay to each of the questions?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so first question, the need for variance is due to the unique circumstances of the property and not to the general condition of the neighborhood. I say she meets that. You good? Okay. Huh?
She has to meet them all.
Okay. The granting of a variance will not produce an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood and will not unreasonably affect the use of market value of abutting properties. I think she meets that.
Yeah, I haven't been down there.
Huh? C, the practical difficulty is not the result of actions taken by the petitioner or a prior owner. No other feasible alternative to a variance is available to the petitioner. And there's no other place for that property to be put, for that carport to be put. All right. The granting of a variance will not unreasonably adversely affect the natural environment. No. The property is not located in whole or in part with a shoreline. Okay, we already know that. All right, so we're doing A through F. She met those. Is that all? Okay, so the motion on the floor is to approve the applicant's request to have the carport built. Is there a second?
Second?
All in favor? Fine. We're done. Congratulations. Alrighty. Before you guys leave, we need to approve some bills. No, I'm sorry. Unless you want to pay the bills.
No. Nothing to do with you.
No. Yeah, wait, oh yeah. Alrighty.
Yep.
I'll